Hello, all. Welcome back to Actual Play Band of Blades. We're fighting invisible creatures. It's great.
It's
like
fine.
you do.
Not a curse, though.
Not a
It's
curse,
not
though.
a curse.
Zora was right.
Curses don't exist. Thanks, Zora.
Natali feels vindicated.
Yeah.
When last we saw you, fed the Kingfisher Knight a reliquary secretly in some food, and he passed out. And then somebody started levitating. Somebody else got backhanded when they tried to run in and help. Somebody else is trying to tie up the knight as fast as they can.
Yeah.
What do you folks want to do?
I'm kind of curious what happens to that rock if I shoot it with black shot.
Do you want to do that?
I can't decide is the problem.
How big is this rock? It's giant, right?
It's pretty big, and it's also a rock. Blackshot is not particularly good against hard objects.
Yeah. I know. I feel like the rock is important here, like maybe helping. I don't know anything about ghosts. So.
I don't know if it feels like it's hammer time.
I feel like we brought a magic hammer and we have a magic rock.
Yeah, you're not wrong, is the thing.
But Miltali is busy with this thing, so if shattering the, I mean, we
I was
can
gonna say Landgrave still has the hammer.
Yes,
She's got the hammer.
Yeah.
So
No.
okay,
No.
fine. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Officer, what do you want us to do? We can run. We can break the rock. We can fight the ghosts.
That's yep. This is why I don't like being the officer, you guys. Like, don't make me do this again.
I mean, we can talk about it too,
Around.
but like,
Everybody gets a turn.
I think breaking the rock makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, I think who am I playing? Zayanova. I think I nod to Landgrave, which I'm hoping you interpret as
Rock.
break the rock.
I have a question. When you're in doubt, usually you're in doubt because clarity of action is difficult when you don't have a lot of information. You do have somebody that made a semi-decent research roll. They could attempt to make another one to stipulate on what this kind of undead is, what its weaknesses may be, how to battle it, that kind of thing, if you want to. So you can totally do that. Jay, I actually don't know where you are there because I'm staring at this screen. You're right below me here. So like you can do that, or you can make a call. You can be like, retreat now, come back and assault in a different way. But I have to warn you, you're going to lose about 2 rookies here real quick. So like, what's the call? Like the officer is in the middle of the battle and you're a strategist. You know how to do long-term planning. What does your calm say? Does your calm say, turn to the doctor and tell the doctor, like, assess me this undead? Or is it like, let's all go into action?
I think assess me this undead first.
All right, cool. So, Jay,
Yes.
would you like to follow some orders?
Yes, I will.
Awesome. So this sounds like a research roll, but I'm going to tell you that it's risky, and the risk isn't to you; it's to the rookie that's going to die a horrible death, as basically their body is held still while their skin is like rotated on them.
All right. I will use my books and scrolls for the second time,
There you go.
and then it's done. I've got 2 uses out of that.
Yeah.
Hey, it's +1D. That's what they're for. Good thing you had exactly the right book on, Pioneer Moon Goddesses on hand.
Right.
Nice.
There's that 6.
Yeah.
So you managed to get information out before the rookie dies. So here's good news, Commander. I'm just gonna let you know that what you realize is that while these troops can be contained inside people, they're usually external. So like if you could see them, which you can't, they're visible. You could attempt to look for it, right? Like, and so like you flip through some stuff and you squint. And remember I mentioned that this is it's a moment when you folks had approached the place. It was sunset. At this point, it's actually nighttime. And as a matter of fact, you see like a piece of moonbeam like hits roughly the area where the thing is. And for a split second, you actually see like the wisps of hair and almost like as if there is a form. So yeah.
Okay, I know exactly what I'm gonna do now.
Inside a person. But I don't know. Blackshot does affect undead. This is theoretically an undead. It's up to you though.
So I'm gonna move over to where moonshine is coming in.
Okay.
Right? And I'm gonna hold up my lens to it to make a flashlight.
Awesome. Awesome.
Which I'm going to point around the rookie who is being held midair so that then one of my soldiers can attack the ghost, hopefully while seeing it. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
Awesome. I don't know. What kind of action is this? You get to tell me.
A clever one, if I do say so myself.
I mean, it is. I don't disagree. So
you could command someone to skirmish with it, and this could be an assist on that.
Okay,
I
that
mean,
could be totally a
that
thing.
Might, if there's no action for this, since what you're basically doing is setting someone else up to do something else.
Yeah, I like that. That's definitely my intention.
So there's a special rule for these things. And the special rule is they become corporeal in moonlight, but they gain potency. So as a matter of fact, I think you are going to make it solid, but there is a good chance it's just going to wishbone this poor soldier.
But if it's corporeal, it's stabbable or
it is stabbable. That is correct. It's just much stronger because you're boosting it with a thing that makes it better.
Can I shine the light on it and then move it really fast?
I mean, if it's ghosty, then it's not stabbable.
Right.
But let's who is actually engaging is the question.
Yeah.
Because this is pretty dangerous.
Yeah, I want to go destroy this thing. This is my job. I'm the heavy.
Oh, you want to heavy it?
Yes. Like
Do you
I'm
wanna
wrapping this
use
guy up in chains. I'm
sorrow?
like,
Are
he's
you
not
using
the threat. And I grab that big old sword.
Yeah, you do.
And I'm gonna spear that thing.
Awesome. So yeah.
I mean, I think we've seen Multali spear something with somebody else's sword before.
That is correct. Yes.
So I want to skirmish this thing when it turns solid. And I want to start with, what is my position and effect? I'm just taking a sword, a fine sword, I'm sure, right? It's got to be.
Oh, it's fine sword. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's totally
Taking
fine.
a fine sword, and I'm trying to stab this creature while it's corporeal.
I think if your officer is assisting you by making it corporeal,
yeah.
It's going to be desperate standard.
Right. Cool. Awesome.
Would it be better for me to do a group action here and improve our scale?
You probably want, I mean, that's not bad, but then it's not corporeal. Then you probably want to shoot. Then it's a desperate 0.
Yeah.
Oh, great. Okay, then no, I'll assist. That's fine.
Yeah, it's this trick of like you can
you can also toss it at the Landgrave or the medic and be like, no, you shine it and just dive in with a sword.
Yeah, we could do that. We could do a group action where we're both doing it, and someone else is holding lens and giving us.
Yeah, I can hold the lens.
That does mean you're gonna have to spend a stress to assist. Do you have 1 stress to spend?
I do have 1 stress to spend.
There you go.
I mean, if Rhea was the one who figured it out, Rhea.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I'm not gonna dive in with a sword though. I'm totally gonna shoot it with Blackshot.
Awesome.
Nice. So because you have lead from the front, we get improved scale.
Correct. 1 to 2 people is scale 1, so you guys would be effectively scale 2.
Cool. And that would give us presumably desperate great, or
Yeah, especially if you use Black Shot.
Yeah. And then if I push with War Machine.
Nice.
Oh, this is important. This is exactly where you use War Machine.
I can choose to reduce its threat by 1.
If you choose to have
Or
near superhuman strength for a hot second, if you want to perform a feat of near superhuman strength,
yes.
I will take away its potency, so it won't wreck you too quite as bad.
That sounds great. And I think the way that looks is me just literally charging into it, like smashing into it to absorb the blow. So it's hitting me rather than the rookie. Like I'm running it with like the sword back, and it's like sword's going to impact, and hopefully Zainova, you don't shoot me.
You can skirmish. You can skirmish at short range, like with pistols, which is what the officer has as a fine pistol.
Yeah, absolutely.
So yeah. Cool. All right. So let's put these dice together, friends. You have to push Matali/Rhino.
Rhino.
Rhino just pushed. I just spent the stress for pushing.
Awesome. Giving the assist die to Jay. Or Rhea, I should say. Who are you assisting?
In this case, it doesn't matter too much because lead from the front means we get to combine our 6s.
Is that right?
True.
So it doesn't, it's just like.
Who's leading? Is it
I think
it's got to have to be the officer.
Yeah.
If you want to get lead from the front working.
So I'll assist the officer.
Awesome.
Okay.
So Zainova, you're gonna roll. This is a group action that you're leading. So you're gonna roll your skirmish, and you're gonna roll plus 2d. 1 for the assist, 1 because you're loyal, I believe.
Yep.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Sean. Zainova is loyal, yeah.
Zainova.
Yeah.
Zainova.
Okay, just double check it.
This is desperate.
Great.
Desperate, great. And I'm
It's
rolling.
actually a little past great, but that's fine.
Yeah. I'm rolling with plus 1d. Well, there's extreme on the sheet.
Go with extreme then.
I already
I'm
picked.
rolling 1 bonus die from pushing. And I think that's all I'm rolling. Okay.
2 5s, eh?
Let's hope for a 6.
Right?
That's a
That's a
crit.
crit.
That is
Yes.
So
Rhino.
I think we see Rhino do it's actually really funny because this is the Kingfisher move, right? It's the like
that's what I'm
sword
trying
up
to do.
pin, right? And so you're executing exactly the move. As a matter of fact, when you bring it up, you realize that Sorrow has like one handle that's longer because like he actually puts his hand on the like one hand on the hilt to drive, one hand on the like crossbar. And so like, yeah, you do the pin maneuver, and it looks exactly like we had in episode 1 when you pinned the Cinder Guard, right? Like, except that this time when the sword goes through the creature, it's covered in frost and cold, right? Instead of that heat.
Nice.
I've got a really loving cat. I'm sorry, friends.
It's okay. We never apologize for kitties.
No. Kitties get all the interruptions they want.
So good job at extreme. It's a little 6 o'clock with your levels of scale and everything else combined. You just drive the sword through it, and it's gonna dissipate. Now because it's a crit, I was sitting here ready to like kill rookies and give all of you tons of corruption, but you're just
I would like to
you murderize it with some you kill it with the power of moonlight.
Yes. I'd like to add one thing to it if I can, as part of the credit, or just part of a descriptor, if that's okay. Right before Multali does this, he had Voyevit. What's his name? His name is Voyis Karyevich. He had Karyevich rolled up, like he was starting to wrap him up. He was like wrapping him up with a chain. Right before he saw this, he rolls him back over so that he can see this. I don't know if he's conscious or not, but I want, if he has like a moment of lucidity, for him to see this thing getting destroyed with his sword.
Yes.
Cool.
Is that an okay effect?
I mean, you crit. You get to describe all sorts of cool shit. That sounds great.
Yeah, exactly. So, and I think I repeat the same move that he did, which is that it just like I not only run it through, but I run it through and like into the wall, like
Nice.
sticks in the wall.
Again, reminiscent of the first
Again.
episode with Rhino pitting the giant crimson cinder guard.
Cinder guard, yeah.
All right. Well, cool. That's the mission, unless folks have something else special they want to do. I'm just gonna hand wave him this, right? Like there's
Rhea can use unused uses of doctor to help me with my concussion.
That's true.
Nice. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I don't
Just
think
saying. I don't think anybody else has harm, so
I don't
I
think
don't
so.
think so
No. Can we the question is, do we want to do anything with this moon rock? Do we leave it? Do we smash it?
Is this still dangerous?
Rhea, do you want to roll some dice with
I do.
research?
I do. All right. Are we still risky?
Nah, it's
Oh,
just
yeah,
information
yeah.
gathering. Yeah.
I was gonna say also, Sean, don't forget to mark your XP for desperate roll.
Yeah, you too. Yeah, I did.
Desperate screw.
Yeah, we both get to mark it.
So here's the thing, Rhea. The moon. So like the Pioneer gods are a little weird. Their lands are kind of like parts of them in a way that other gods aren't. So this moon technically counts as like body of a dead god. Like it's effectively like a chosen. It's religious supplies. Whatever was hiding in it, the weird ghosts and stuff, if they're gone, it's just moon rock.
Okay.
So you're saying we should take the rock?
That's what I heard.
Yeah, you could smash it for easy carry capacity. You don't have to drag.
Yeah, I was gonna think we should make this a travel size amount of rock rather than giant rock.
I mean, clearly it was a travel size amount of rock because our buddy dragged it in.
For a 6.5 foot tall warrior, yes.
Who seems to have possessed strength.
Did you see what I just did? I just
that was pretty rad.
Yeah, cool, awesome. Let's
Yeah, there's never going to be any problems with dragging this moon rock back.
let's make it happen.
Cool. So let's do some XP, and then we'll see how the secondary mission went. I will point out though that there's this like sad music playing as you folks are coming down the mountain, and you've got Wes Karyevich, whoever that rookie was, is messed up 6 ways from Sunday. They're not quite right, but they're alive. And yeah, you've got this pile of moon rock, and you'll see actually that there is a section of Plainsworth, like when you're coming back towards the city, that's actually on fire.
Oh, fun.
Yeah,
because Render is laying siege to it.
Yeah, and nobody took that mission on. So
Well,
but let's do
you
some
can only
XP.
do so many missions.
I'm not judging you. I'm just acknowledging consequences.
Yeah.
That's literally my job.
Yeah. All right, who wants to go first? Officer, you want to tell us what order to do it in? Or Marshall, actually? Marshall, you.
Landgrave did not roll, so hey.
But he still gets XP. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I'm saying she did not roll, so no desperate actions. I did survive the mission. Yay. I helped my squad by staying out of the way and surviving despite odds. Hey.
True statements.
Yeah.
True statements. Brought into play my heritage or traumas. I have no traumas.
I mean, your Orite background came in maybe more in the
fiction
campaign phase, but I felt like that was a big deal in the fiction of this event, of this mission.
And then, what is the highest threat of our opponent faced?
2.
All right, so that's 2 for that. Jen.
I already marked for my desperate action. I survived the mission.
Yay!
I definitely helped my squad through enforcing discipline or strategic planning.
Yay!
I brought into play my tough because I had a concussion the whole time. and my loyal, because I led several group actions.
Still 1 XP, but good job.
Yeah.
That should be 3 then.
Yeah, and then 2 for the threat.
So before you end, I'm going to tell you a secret, which is that in particular, this mission grants extra XP.
That is right. Yes.
So you're going to get, the rookie doesn't get this because the rookie's not a specialist, but you are, which means that you get a bonus 2 XP to put wherever you want. Good job.
Oh, dang. I can put them in the playbook advancement or the other places? Question mark.
Yeah, playbook advances or the you can put all of that XP anywhere you want. Doesn't have to go.
Yep, all that XP can go anywhere you want.
A total of 7 XP, not including that desperate action. 3 for the 1, 2, 3, 5. Yeah, got 7. So yeah, you can. All right, Marshall, who's next?
Let's go, Jay.
Rhea. No desperate actions. I survived the mission. That's 1.
Woot.
Boom.
Rhea helped the squad through medical knowledge or emotional comfort. So that's another 1. You have brought into play your heritage or trauma. As a Barton, she has the warm, which
That's true.
+1 consort.
Yeah,
and you did roll some consort. Good job.
Yes. So that's an extra one. So that's 3. And then per highest threat of the opponent, I think you said that was 2.
That's 2. Yep.
Plus the bonus 2.
Yeah.
That is correct. So you get 7 XP to put wherever you like.
Woo!
I think you're getting another move.
Yes, yes, you will.
All right. Matali is up. I survived the mission. Boom. I helped my squad through might or fortitude. Hell yes, I did.
Rhino's always epic whenever he's on screen. I'm just saying. I love the braided beard. I can totally see it in my head. Go on.
Yes.
You brought into play through heritage or traumas. I played up the lack of pious a whole lot, but I also played a warm consorting with the 2 Bartons went in to talk to the guy, and
right.
We're both friendly. So I'm taking my heritage. I get 2 XP for the threat. And more for the special mission. So I'm getting 7 as well. Awesome. I think that's all of the primary mission XP.
Yep. That is it. So was it Junker that got the thwack squished out of him?
Yeah, Junker is messed up.
Does he have harm? What's it? How are we back up this?
Yeah, you know what? Like, he doesn't have a character sheet, so we are not going to put harm on him, but I definitely think that he's probably going to be in a medic tent for quite a while.
Okay.
He would probably take the equivalent of level 3 harm.
Okay.
He's not
he does
quite
have a character sheet. That's what I'm asking. Should we go ahead?
Oh yeah, you should definitely give him some
Yeah, and before we end the mission, Rhea can help with that a little bit, because I think Rhea has 2 in doctor, so she can at least put a check into his face a little bit more facing forward.
It's less that, and it's more about making sure that you cut holes so that he can use his like mouth and nose and eyes correctly.
Yeah. What do you want to call this harm?
I said twisted.
Yeah, twisted is good.
Twisted, yeah.
Yeah.
He'll be okay. He just needs to regrow some ligaments and connections.
He'll be fine.
It'll be fine.
Everything's fine.
It's fine.
Oh my goodness. All right.
All right.
Here we do.
Sheet. What's that sheet?
Cool. Let's do secondary missions.
By
the way, Jen, I'm gonna do while I let Misha assemble the secondary die pool here.
Mm-hmm.
There's this moment when Zionova is coming into town, and Zora is waiting for her. And as she approaches camp, like Zora detaches from whatever she's leaning against and like steps towards her. And she says, that Renders boy, and she gestures towards the south of town that's burning, was asking for you by name. And she just smiles at you. Like she's expecting you to do something about that.
Blink, blink, blink. You said that Renders boy. Which one is that?
So there was
like
a heartless. There was a heartless leading the charge.
Yeah.
His name's Ake.
But that doesn't mean anything to you. Just there was a heartless that knew your name. He apparently yelled for you several times.
Yeah. NBD.
Yeah.
Nothing. Yeah, no problem.
And you weren't there to face him. Ouch.
I think, Sean, tell me how you feel about this, but I don't actually think that Zionova has anything to say about that. Just like nods.
I think that's great. Yeah, I think you're playing her great. Absolutely. I dig it. Zora's weird. She says weird shit.
I know.
We cannot try to. We can't hope to understand her.
I will point out that Zionova at one point introduced herself to someone who was a Black Oak Knight and is no longer. But continue.
Hold on. Zionova introduced herself to.
Yep, she told somebody exactly what her name was when she was holding her Heartwood spear.
Yeah, that's true.
Just mentioning.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah, because he was using his and it was all blackened. And,
yeah.
And she said.
Oh, yeah.
All good. Just somebody may have been turned into a heartless. I'm just saying. He knows you by name.
Oh, yeah.
Awkward.
And Zora's kind of like giving you this, like, it's all good. I'm just letting you know, like.
You made an impression.
Yeah. He's yours. like she's got a very like matter of fact, but she sees like Voice Karyevich and actually like her face falls a little and she looks almost sad. And she actually like puts her hand gently on his forehead and his breathing evens. And then she just nods at all of you as you head back into camp. Cool. Misha.
All right, so secondary mission. All of the mission are Earthsward. Yay! Commander, did you spend any intel?
I did not.
Everybody is not a specialist or soldier. Nobody distrusts or fears leadership. All required specialists are there. This is a scouting mission.
Yep.
Quartermaster, did you spend horses?
If I don't, are we at 1 die?
That's true.
Yes,
Yep.
If you don't, we're at 1 die.
Commander.
All right, hang on.
Why you giving me this mission?
Hang on, I'm looking.
Commander.
Hang on.
I don't like this.
I know. Hang on, let me see. I will spend intel.
I mean, the question is, do we want, because what we need for this is horses. We have 1 horses left.
Right. I will spend the intel.
I could get more horses.
I will spend the intel.
Okay.
You could also spend horses, then you would have 3 dice.
Yeah. Oh.
Spent.
Right, so 2 dice.
What's that?
The intel is spent.
All right.
How about them horses, Sean?
Marshall, you want to push me for horses? You want horses?
I would like to not lose any more squad mates.
I also would like to not lose our squad mates because that'll lower morale. That's the real quartermaster talking there. So I don't know. There's a lot of outcomes that don't involve losing squad mates. Strash, if we get a 6, do we still lose somebody, right?
No, if we get a 6, specialists take level 1 harm, and we may choose to lose squad mates to promote a rookie to soldier.
Okay.
But we're not going to choose that.
All right. Yep. Take those horses. I want the extra chance that we don't lose anybody this time.
All right, 3 dice, Misha. Let's see the roll. I'm gonna actually switch to the window so I can watch that happen live.
Oh. You're gonna have to come up with at least 3 names.
Oh, sorry, I was on delay. Oh, sorry.
The all specialists, so that's our scout and our sniper, take level 3 harm.
I think your squad comes back, and the story they have is that it was an ambush, and like the ground erupted, the giant serpent was there. It was all bad, and there's a point where they were convinced that they were all going to die when Blighter herself shows up and lets them know that the message that the fucking Legion needs to learn is not to fuck with her dig site. She wants that hammer.
Can we shove the hammer down her fucking throat? Killing me. All right, hold on.
She lets 2 of them live. She literally lets them live and walk away unharmed so that they can deliver the message.
Oh, but now they have psychological harm.
Yes, they do.
Oh yeah, they do.
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
So what kind of harm? What kind of harm did the?
They're just like not doing well mentally.
Specialists. What? Oh, so it's.
Oh, who's the specialist that you sent on this mission?
We sent
The sniper and the scout.
Yeah, I think they're gonna take. I don't know, just
Shell
like, yeah, they should take like level 3 harm. Like, yeah, shell shock is pretty good.
Yeah. So who died?
Don't make me come up with names. Give me a second. Give me 2 seconds before I can come up with names.
Oh yeah.
And good news, the sniper and the scout get some XP.
Now we have a 3rd squad that's down to partials.
Yeah.
Well, we picked
Alright.
up some people on the Western Front, and if we complete a long-term project, they can.
We picked up people.
We did.
They did.
Yeah.
They
We have
just
5
have a
people.
clock. Yeah.
They have a clock to get them back. There's also a recruit option. I can just recruit people, and I can get us 5 more rookies.
Well, you guys are down to, I think, the minimum number of squads.
Oh, full squads, yeah.
Full squads, yeah. Well, actually, you can reconvene numbers, but I think, yeah, you'll be fine. It's just.
We have 3 full squads.
That is the minimum.
This could be worse.
Because you need to leave 1 at home and you need to send 2 on missions. Any less than 3 full squads and you're in trouble. Bad mission is bad. -3 morale. And also there is the mission penalties, which we will...
That's a mission penalties.
Yep. So let's take a quick look at the missions. As your Hawk, the mission penalty is +1 pressure. So you, Jay, would you do me a favor and just mark the pressure?
Yep.
And then for the mission that you didn't do at all, Chosen Thorn, you're going to gain another +1 pressure and +1 time. So you're in a bit of a bind. You kind of need to stay in Plainsworth in order to resupply, but if you stay in Plainsworth,
it's gonna happen.
It's your time is going to be pretty high. You might actually get crit on that pressure clock. We'll see. So tough decisions for the commander this round.
Yeah. Well, and we don't have any horses to make the advance better. We could get some. The advance comes after the quartermaster's actions. So
correct.
I
you
can
get to do all of your
stock up
campaign
Plainsworth,
actions.
and then we could GTFO.
But it's going to be tough because you kind of want to get supplies before you book it.
Right. That's what I'm saying, is that before you advance happens after. So I could supply up and then we could leave. But I'd love to stay here, but
there's arguments to be made for both choices.
We'll figure that out next.
We'll figure that out till next week. Cool. So none of this is fair. You're right, Judd. It's the worst. Cool. So let's finish up the bookkeeping phase since we're already here.
Yeah.
And we'll see. I think we're probably going to call it there, and we're going to start with the back at camp scene next time. But bookkeeping, -1 morale for each legionnaire that died, and we already did all of the pressure and the negatives. And then, of course, there is the rewards. Sean, you gain 1 religious supply, and also Voice Karyevich is going to be added to the ranks. As a point of note, Voice Karyevich has 1 blight on him.
He'll be fine.
Yeah, he's fine. It's fine.
It's fine.
His blight
Wait, do you just
condition,
add
in
him
case
as a
anybody cares. Yeah, he's a specialist, and he starts with 2 free action dots. They can go to 3.
He's
He's going to be a heavy.
All right. Can you add him, Josh, as a specialist?
Oh, yeah, I can make a sheet for him. Yeah, my bad. That is on me, I guess. Cool.
Yeah, as owner of
So that's that. I'll do it in a second here. We'll have
we
it.
don't need it right now.
In a hot minute. All right. So I don't know. Do we want to do a? I'm looking at my time here. Do we want to do a back at camp scene, or do we want to leave outros on that very depressing moment?
I need the names of the people that died.
Oh, actually, truth be told, you have to tell your story before campaign phase. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Two names.
Vexing Verdant Veil. Oh no. I have a feeling the Vexing Verdant Veil is dead.
Yeah, the 3 names I'm putting up are dead. I have probably the other 2 names in later because brain only works so much.
Who is the other? What's the third name?
Got it.
Oh, sorry.
I'm trying. There.
Cool.
All right. So somebody has to move them to the ranks of the dead.
And they were killed by Blighter, right?
Yeah, Blighter has been wrecking our people. She is.
Shit.
I'm just saying, we need an assault mission to go give Blighter a reminder that we have Zora, keeper of the true flame, and we're gonna wreck her stupid serpent. I'm not the commander, but this is just my general overall sentiment. Also, we need morale, so another reason to have an assault mission.
You need supplies. You need supplies bad because it's the only thing that's going to dig you out of the hole. That's the problem.
Yeah.
We'll see. There's a lot of tough choices coming up. One of the cool things about this game is that when you're riding high, when your rolls are good and your secondary missions come through, you're feeling like on top of the world, like Legion's doing great, everything's going to be fine. And then something like this just like gut punches you and everything reverses. And this is where we see who the heroes are, right? Like we see if you folks can dig your way out of this, this is like where the challenges really like meet everything. So I am excited to see how you lock horns with these problems and how it goes down.
Yeah.
One might say like that the blighter is like a blight upon the Legion.
One might.
Who is making the horrible puns?
Our wonderful chat that I adore.
I will find them and I will smite them for making the horrible puns.
Misha is having to make names of people to die, and y'all making fun.
Making horrible puns.
As the person playing the broken, I appreciate them.
Oh darn.
Well, I hope that I'm making the broken appropriately scary.
Yes.
So, all right, cool.
So
shall we do
the book of the? Do we do? I wasn't sure. Now that we know the 3 that have died, are we doing the story?
I mean, I need to tell a story, but it is almost 11 p.m.
Yeah.
Jen is not telling a story
Got
tonight.
it. Cool.
that is absolutely true. Do you want to tell us loud and clear the names of the 3 fallen? That you have
absolutely will. We have Rookie Verdant Vexing Veil. We have Rookie Natano Vlaisovic. And we have Rookie Harish Gopt. All passed away that time.
Wow.
So we're going to have tails and back of camp scenes at medium morale next time. They are not good.
They are not. They're all bad.
Cool. Shall we do outros?
Yeah. I'm Sean. I use he, him pronouns. I can be found anywhere as sean@nerd.com. I am very excited about 3 things. One of them is getting back next week and punching Blighter in the face.
Yes.
The other one is that the Big Bad Con Kickstarter is running right now, and we have done.
I wore the shirt to support you, Sean.
Oh, thank you. You're awesome. Everybody on this stream will be there. It is fantastic. If you want to play games like this, you should come visit us at Big Bad. Judd, you should come out. It's great. No pressure or anything like that. I'm not calling you out in chat or anything, but you should. And
Judd, you should.
And number 3 thing that I'm excited about is that although it will not be out in retail for a month, I have this in my hands now. I have the first copy of For the Queen, and it is beautiful and gorgeous. And has new box smell. So that's that is I'm very excited about all those things. How about you, Jen? What's going on?
I'm Jen Martin. I use she, her pronouns. You can find me on Twitter at JenMartin80. And yeah, I am scared for next week. That's what I have to say. Jay, what about you?
I'm Jay, he, him. I got a lot of work to do before next week. I'm scared. I don't know. I don't know what I'll decide. I don't know what the commander will decide. You can find me at madj.com, and I'm on the Twitters at madj0. What about you, Misha?
Me, she, her pronouns. I'm BG Gameworks on Twitter. I will not be here next week because I have to go and cook for a bunch of people at Camp Nerdly because I am the quartermaster there, or the kitchen manager rather. So
Yeah, you are.
So I will be out in the woods with no cell phone service or internet or anything, with a bunch of kids and adults and having fun and playing games for a weekend. It will be cool. It'll be exciting. I think there might still be room. So if you go to capnerdly.org, if you really want to sign up, I don't know if you still can or not, actually. So yeah, that's me. Strash.
Hey folks, I'm Strash. You can find me at Strashay on Twitter. I am excited about the fact that Band of Blades is going to be in print. So watch for pre-orders coming in June-ish. We will be playing Band of Blades next week, as you heard. We haven't decided yet if we're just gonna do 3 people with a deputy or if we might have a guest. So we'll see. But despite the fact that everyone here is worried, I'm not, because I believe in the Legion. So I think the players are going to be awesome and pull it out, and whether it is horrible or not is going to come down to the dice. But what I'm excited about is playing to find out. So yeah, come and join us again next week and give folks some support in chat.
I would just like to do 1 secondary mission successfully.
We did one
Just
where we won,
one.
but we lost 2 people.
And you succeeded.
4-5 result. All right. With that lovely thought, good night, all.